Inflation is an important but often overlooked element of investing. In many cases, the reason for saving today is to support future spending. Now, keeping pace with inflation is crucial for maintaining purchasing power, and investors should know that over the long haul, stocks have historically outpaced inflation. During the 17-year period from 1966 to 1982, the return of the S&P 500 index moved from 6.8% before inflation all the way down to 0 after inflation. And if we look at the period from 2000 to 2009, the so-called lost decade, the return of the S&P 500 dropped from minus 0.9% before inflation all the way to minus 3.4% per year after inflation. Despite some periods where stocks have failed to outpace inflation, such as that lost decade example, $1 invested in the S&P 500 in 1926 after accounting for inflation has grown to more than $500 of purchasing power today at the end of 2017 and significantly outpaced inflation. Now, the story for U.S. Treasury bills is quite different. The matrix of inflation-adjusted returns shows large areas of negative numbers in red. In fact, in many periods, T-bills were unable to keep pace with inflation and actually would have eroded an investor's purchasing power. Now, after adjusting for inflation, $1 invested in T-bills all the way back in 1926 has grown to just over $1.51 by the end of 2017. The lesson is that while stocks may have uncertainty associated with future returns, investment in a lower volatility asset, such as U.S. Treasury bills, can actually present a different type of risk. Most investors may need to have some of their allocation in investments that outpace inflation in order to maintain their standard of living.